7 years in hiding, Sun Ye-jin's return confronts a broken industry. What if the very industry that once defined your dreams could no longer promise a future? This haunting question lingers in the air as No Other Choice, directed by the visionary Park Chan-wook, emerges as a cinematic beacon at the 30th Busan International Film Festival, BIFF, where it premiered as the opening film on September 17, 2025, at the Busan Cinema Center. The film's arrival feels like a rallying cry for an industry teetering on the edge, blending a gripping personal tale with a sobering reflection of the Korean film industry's struggles. Its raw emotional depth and universal themes of job insecurity resonate deeply, stirring both admiration and introspection among audiences who, like the characters, grapple with an uncertain world. The story centers on Mansu, portrayed with riveting intensity by Lee Byung-hun, an office worker who once declared, "I have it all," only to face the crushing blow of sudden unemployment. His fight to reclaim his job, driven by a fierce desire to protect his family and home, mirrors the broader anxieties of a society navigating economic instability. Park Chan-wook, a maestro of storytelling known for masterpieces like Oldboy, The Handmaiden, and Decision to Leave, crafts No Other Choice with a precision that cuts to the heart of human resilience. The film, produced by Moho Film and CJ ENM Studios and distributed by CJ ENM, is not just a narrative, but a mirror held up to the precarious state of the film industry itself. Watching Mansu's desperation unfold, I couldn't help but feel a pang of empathy, as his struggle echoes the quiet fears many harbor about their own livelihoods in an ever-shifting world. The film's premiere at BIFF was a star-studded affair, with Park Chan-wook joined by actors Lee Byung-hun, Sun Ye-jin, Park Hee-soon, Lee Sung-min, and Yeom Hee-ran at a press screening moderated by BIFF senior programmer Park Ga-eon. The discussion revealed the film's layered significance, as the cast and director delved into its parallels with the Korean film industry's ongoing crisis. Sun Ye-jin, returning to the screen after a 7-year hiatus, spoke candidly about her anxieties, admitting, "I made a living from films, but now I even think if I keep only making films, I'll starve to death." Her words struck a chord, reflecting a vulnerability that feels both personal and universal. Her performance in No Other Choice is a testament to her enduring talent, and her return feels like a bittersweet homecoming to an industry she loves, but fears may not sustain her. Park Chan-wook, whose earlier works like Joint Security Area, JSA, Thirst, and Sympathy for Lady Vengeance have cemented his status as a global cinematic icon, sees No Other Choice as more than just a story. He draws inspiration from the 1990s novel Axe, which he notes remains strikingly relevant today. The original came out in the 1990s, and there's not much difference from now, he remarked, highlighting the timeless fear of job loss that transcends industries and eras. Park's ability to weave this narrative into a modern context is nothing short of masterful, making the film feel like a personal confession and a societal critique all at once. As I watched, I found myself reflecting on how the fear of obsolescence, whether in a papermaking job like Mansu's or in the film industry itself, resonates with anyone who has ever poured their heart into their work. The film's relevance extends beyond Korea, earning accolades on the global stage. It was invited to the 82nd Venice Film Festival's official competition and clinched the International Audience Award at the 50th Toronto International Film Festival, which wrapped up on September 14, 2025. These achievements underscore its universal appeal, as audiences worldwide connect with its exploration of job insecurity and personal sacrifice. As South Korea's entry for the International Feature Film category at the Academy Awards, No Other Choice carries the weight of national pride and the hope of revitalizing an industry battered by post-pandemic challenges. The film's success feels like a spark of optimism, a reminder that powerful storytelling can still draw crowds and reignite passion for cinema. Lee Byung-hun, whose portrayal of Mansu is both heartbreaking and defiant, drew parallels between the film's depiction of the declining paper industry and the struggles of movie theaters. How theaters can overcome this difficulty and again become places loved by audiences is a concern for all film people, he said, his voice carrying the weight of an industry at a crossroads. His performance is a tour de force, capturing the quiet dignity of a man fighting against the tide of obsolescence. Watching him navigate Mansu's unraveling life, I felt a mix of admiration and unease, wondering how many others face similar battles in silence, their stories untold. The film also confronts the looming specter of artificial intelligence, a topic that resonates deeply in an era where technology threatens to reshape countless professions. Lee Byung-hun expressed concern about AI's potential to disrupt acting and directing, a fear echoed by Lee Sung-min, who plays Moho. If a remarkable technology arises that could one day replace actors like us, wouldn't we be replaced? Lee asked, his question hanging heavy in the air. This anxiety permeates the film, as characters grapple with the fear that their skills, their very identities, could be rendered obsolete. It's a chilling thought, one that made me pause and consider how technology's relentless march affects not just cinema, but every corner of modern life. Son Ye-jin's return to the screen is a highlight, her performance infused with a raw intensity that reflects her own concerns about the industry's future. "It's been 7 years since my last film," she shared, her voice tinged with both excitement and trepidation. She emphasized the need for directors like Park Chan-wook to keep creating, stating, "I desperately feel directors like Park Chan-wook need to make many films." Her passion is palpable, and her presence in No Other Choice feels like a call to arms for the industry to fight for its survival. Watching her, I couldn't help but feel inspired by her resolve, yet sobered by the reality that even a star of her caliber feels the industry's fragility. Park Hee-soon, another key figure in the ensemble, echoed Sun's sentiments, admitting, "I made a living from films to some extent, but now saying that if I only make films, I'll starve to death feels like the reality." His candidness underscores the severity of the industry's downturn, yet he remains hopeful that better films can turn the tide. If filmmakers, including Park Chan-wook, gather strength and make better films, I think audiences will come back, he urged, his words a plea for both creators and audiences to reconnect. His performance, layered with nuance, adds depth to the film's exploration of personal and professional loss, leaving a lasting impression of quiet resilience. Yeom Hee-ran, meanwhile, brought a sense of joy to the discussion, reflecting on the privilege of working with Park Chan-wook. "I felt the joy of film and its true taste might be something like this," she said, her enthusiasm infectious. She believes that dedication and care in filmmaking will ultimately win over audiences, stating, "If we devote the care and time, people will recognize it." Her optimism is a bright spot in an otherwise sobering narrative, reminding us that passion can still shine through even in the darkest times. Her performance, vibrant and heartfelt, made me appreciate the artistry that persists despite the industry's challenges. Park Chan-wook's own reflections on the film are equally poignant. He sees No Other Choice as a small but vital step toward reviving the Korean film industry, which has struggled to regain its footing post-pandemic compared to other countries. "I hope our film can play even a small role in helping to pull us out of this pit, this swamp," he said, his words carrying a quiet determination. His empathy for the characters, who pour their entire lives into seemingly impractical jobs like filmmaking or papermaking, is evident in every frame. As someone who has always been captivated by the magic of cinema, I found his hopefulness stirring, a reminder that stories like No Other Choice can inspire change. The film's narrative, rooted in the 1990s novel Axe, feels timeless. As Park noted, Axe is a story that, even as time passes, can be accepted as one's own story or a neighbor's story. This universality is what makes No Other Choice so compelling, as it speaks to anyone who has faced the fear of losing their place in the world. The parallels between Mansu's personal crisis and the broader film industry's struggles are striking, creating a narrative that feels both intimate and expansive. As I reflected on the film, I couldn't shake the sense that it's not just about one man's fight, but about the collective fight of an industry, and perhaps a society grappling with change. As No Other Choice prepares to open in theaters on September 24, 2025, it carries the weight of expectation, not just as a cinematic achievement, but as a potential catalyst for change. The 30th Busan International Film Festival, running from September 17 to 26 around the Busan Cinema Center, provides the perfect stage for its debut, celebrating the resilience of Korean cinema. The film's exploration of universal themes, job insecurity, technological disruption, and the search for meaning in work, makes it a must-see, not just for film enthusiasts, but for anyone navigating the uncertainties of modern life. Its blend of personal drama and societal commentary left me both moved and motivated, a testament to the enduring power of storytelling to illuminate, challenge, and inspire.